Hi guys, it's Angie. It's with Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, I've come with you guys today to share a tutorial, or to do a tutorial, I should say. I had done this Finnabar inspired piece, and a lot of people liked it, and they said that they wanted a tutorial. So I'm going to do a tutorial. This will probably be a 3 or 4 part tutorial, because it'll just be 20 minutes. I think, well, I can't do no longer than 20 minutes anyway, because my camera turns off. So it'll be 20 minutes at a time. So hopefully I can get it done in 3 to 4 parts. Just one second. I want to set my timer so at least I can just turn it off and start again for the second one after 20 minutes, because that's all my camera will let me do at a time. It's really stupid. Anyway, I have my image that I'm using. It's the same image that I used before on this one. I placed the image here. Well, first I already had colored her up. And I believe, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and take this exact image and put it on my Etsy site. So if you want to digitally download this, you can. It should be on there by the time this video comes out. Okay, so anyway, I put this on here so that I can kind of see the area, so I don't bulk up this area too much with paper. You can still put some there, but just kind of do it a little bit thinner through there. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll use this. This is some tissue paper that I have stamped on, which I love how that looks. And in fact, you know, I'm not going to do the tissue paper first. Excuse that I said that. I will do that, but I'm not going to do it first. I'm going to do the napkin. I love this napkin. It's fabulous. And I think I took off the backing off of it already. Is there another one on here? I took the time to take the first backing off. Okay, yeah, there's another one on here. Okay. There was more than one ply. Okay, so I like to rip all the edges. I don't like to have any straight edges, so just a second, guys. Sorry, I'll stay on camera showing you what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll paste that there. All right. You guys, and what I use is I use Elmer's glue watered down. And let me tell you why. Because I was using, and I have it, but I'm now out. I do so much of this stuff that I was using that matte medium, and that is ridiculously expensive. So I had to make a different alternative to buying that stuff all the time. So I bought a big, huge thing of glue, of Elmer's glue, like the gallon size. And it works great for everything, for my decoupaging stuff, everything. Okay, another thing I want to say is let this go ahead and fall over the edges so that your edges get done too. We don't need anything perfect because it's of course going to be, you know, very shabby. So just let some of it fall over the edges. The next thing I want to take, I have over here is I have a paper bag. And I like this piece here of it with the little rose on there. Okay, we'll put that here. Actually, we'll put this down here. And what I do is, so that, because I want to put some sprays on top of this, and if we seal it on the top, because glue like this turns plastic, it'll seal. You won't be able to do that. So do not put the glue on top of this like you do when you're decoupaging. You go ahead and put it on top, because then it's going to act as a resist, and you're not going to be able to put sprays on it and for it to react right with the sprays. So keep the glue off of the top of it. Just put it on the bottom. I'm going to scoot that over. I'm going to work on this side because I keep getting my hands in the glue. Okay, the other thing I want to do is, of course, I want to do book paper. So let's tear some book paper and do that. We're going to do it on the whole side right there, which I think would look fabulous. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do it on that side. I want to do it over here. I'm going to do it over here so I keep my darn arm out of the glue. Okay. Let it hang over the side a little bit. So we get a little decor on the side. Because when we do our sprays, we will spray the sides too. We're going to do is pick some real pretty sprays to spray over the top of all this. Shades of like browns. 1 or 2 shades. 3. Whatever I have. Okay. Next. So when you're at home choosing your stuff, just go in your stash and look at the cool stuff you have. And, okay, decide on the color palette you want to do. Okay. Next, we will do this. There we go. I feel like I'm doing journaling in 5s again because I'm trying to go really fast because I'm doing a tutorial. I don't want my camera to turn off. It's funny. Okay. There we go. Loving that. That looks really good. It's looking really, really good. Okay. And then I have some music note paper, which I always add in everything. You guys always hear me say that because I love music note paper. So we're going to put that whole thing right there. Now, I know this edge here isn't torn. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, I know this edge isn't torn, but I'm going to be on the edge here, so I don't mind. I'm going to clean up my little mess over here. I really need to break out the baby wipes here so I can kind of clean up as I go along. Okay. Okay, so let's put that right here. I love making this, you guys. It is so fun, and you get such great results. I mean, everything comes out so pretty. Okay, and you don't have to use, I shouldn't even say that. You don't have to use the image that I'm using. You can use any image, but the thing that you want to make sure that you use is it's a lady whose face is facing to the side, so her updo is going back like this. So you want the head to face toward kind of to the side, or at least some type of an updo that you can go ahead and start putting all your stuff on. But I think my image will be right around $3. So, like I said, it should be up by the time you guys see this video. Okay, that looks really good. Excuse me. Oh, I hope I'm not getting the hiccups during this tutorial. That would not be good. Okay, we'll do that there. Alrighty, and then I'm going to look at my image real quick and see where my image is going. Like I said, I like to put stuff here, but keep it a little thinner right there. Right here, let's throw some more tissue paper. This one here, right there, which will look good underneath there. Okay. One second, guys. I gotta grab a baby wipe. Grab a baby wipe and clean up some of my glue over here on the side. Sometimes you just have to clean while you're going along. Okay. Alrighty. Let me just dry this up a little bit over here. I got a nice little glue mess going. Okay, let me check my camera because I just touched it and I hope I didn't mess that up. Make sure you guys can still see. Yep, you can still see good. Okay, let's go ahead and do this tissue paper right here, like I said. Oh, Jesus. Usually I do a better job. This wants to turn on itself. All right, let's get this down. There we go. Alrighty. Let me get another baby wipe out to wipe my hands. Alrighty. Okay, so that looks good there. You know what? When the image, where is my image at? My image is going to be like right here. So I wanted to throw in some of this gauze, which I thought would be really kind of cool for more texture. So I'm going to do that. Okay, which I think would be kind of fun. And what I'm hoping is, even though I'm using the medium, the glue medium, I'm not going to go on top of it, but it's going to be below. So I'm hoping that I can still paint on top of this. I believe I can. It'll be very mixed up as far as the glue and the paper and the gauze, so we should be fine. And not that you shouldn't use matte medium, because there's a place and a time for matte medium, and I would use it all the time except for the cost. I mean, it's just like ridiculous, especially when you're doing a lot of mixed media stuff. So, I think the Frugal Crafter told me about that she uses a lot of the Elmer's glue and waters it down. I think that's where I kind of picked that up from. Okay. You guys should go check her station out, the Frugal Crafter. I like her. She saves you a lot of money. She has a lot of great ideas, a lot of great crafts, a lot of experience. She knows about a lot of different things. Very knowledgeable. Really like her. She has a thing called Ask a Crafter. And people ask her all kinds of stuff, but she knows the answers to like everything. It's really cool. Okay. This took a little bit more work than I thought it was going to take to glue this on here. Okay. Just want to make sure I got all these edges glued down here. Okay, that should work now here. Okay. We should be good there. Okay, and use the baby wipe. And then we can do a little bit more. We need a little bit more up and through here. So we will choose book pages up there. A little more differentiating in color and texture. So that will look good right there. So let's do that. Okay. There we go. Like I said, whenever you can go over the edge, let it go over the edge. Okay, so that's looking really, really good. I got a little color purple on there, but who cares? It's all good. There's going to be so many layers on here, it's not going to matter. Okay, now we can put a little bit of this stamped tissue paper. We can put a little bit of the stamped tissue paper on here. I also did a stamped napkin, like the napkin that I peeled off my fancier napkins, and I stamped that too. So there's another idea. So you guys, so much of your stuff like this, you can just make yourself. We don't need to be buying, you don't have to, if you want, you can, but we don't have to buy, you know, stamped tissue paper. I know a certain brand who sells stamped tissue paper, and we could just use all of our cool stamps and stamp our own. Save a lot of money. Okay. Let me get this. Sorry about that, you guys. I gotta get the dry up this glue area over here. All right, we're almost done. All right. Put that Okay. Yeah, that looks fabulous. I love this stamped tissue paper. It's really nice. Because you can see right through it, so it adds more layers. You know, it's a layer of what's on the tissue paper, and then what's underneath shows too. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Very, very cool. And we'll do one more piece of stamped tissue paper right here, which will look really nice. Don't need that much of it. Let's just go like that. I don't want to cover it. Yeah, just right there in the corner. Okay, after this, you guys, we're going to use the stuff I buy from Walmart. You guys have heard me say before, the it's the spackling paste. And we're going to do that through a stencil. Okay. Alright, this one really started falling apart on me. Anyway, when you work with tissue paper, you got to work quick because it falls apart quick. And then stop messing with it and let it just settle. Okay. So I think that all looks good like that. I think I'm going to stop there as far as that. Now we're going to get my stencil. Ooh, things are sticking to me. Okay, let's put this mess up with the glue. Okay. This is why when you're pasting stuff, you kind of have to clean up as you go along or you'll be stuck to everything. Okay, so now I want to take this stamp that I have, which is this one here. Let's make sure I'm in frame. I'm sure I am. Yeah, that's the stamp. Or not the stamp, the stencil. I want to take this spackling paste, all-purpose spackling paste I get at Walmart. I probably pay more than, I don't know, $6, $7 for it, maybe $5. I'm going to use a card. And what you need to be aware of when you do it is you don't want to put this texture where the hair is or where this body's going to be. So we want to put some texture here and over here, okay? So we can take this off here. We don't have to keep that on there. Just kind of being aware of where we don't want the texture. The texture could, if you mess up and put the texture where the hair is, you'll be fine because you're going to be putting so much stuff over it, it's not going to show anyway. So that you would be okay about. Okay. Here we go. Let's lay that in here. Now, you guys, this, I have told people before that just to use the dryer, oh, what am I saying? The thing you dry things with. Darn, I can't believe I can't think what I'm saying. Heat gun. But with this, I would let it just dry naturally. And the reason I say that, because what happened to me, and I just made it a part of the design, but I did the heat gun, I thought it was dry enough, and then it wet my molding paste. And some of my texture went away. And it wasn't these pretty flowers anymore, it was just something else, which still worked out okay. But like here, we're going to stop here and let this dry naturally. That's really the best thing you can do, is let it dry naturally. And then you're going to keep all your cool texture of whatever design that you put there. Like I said, if you don't and it messes up the design, it kind of, as long as there's texture there, it kind of adds to it, so it's kind of cool. But I want to keep these flowers in this design. I don't want it to be kind of, you know, I don't want it to look messy. I want it to actually look like a vines and flowers. Okay, so we are good there with the texture and everything. Okay, so this is where we're at now. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go on to part 2. We're going to wait a while for all this to dry. Let me go in on it. Let me go in a little closer so you guys can see. And I'll show you parts. Okay, hopefully there we go. See all the cool texture? And let me take the lady off of there because we're not on that part yet of attaching her on there anyway. Okay, that's the cool texture. It's a vine, like flowers and vines. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys a close-up of where we're at so far. Okay? Very easy. Everybody can do this. Everybody has all this cool stuff. It's just a matter of taking it out and using it. Okay, guys, so let me get back to something you can see. Okay, so that's a big picture of where we're at. And then here's a big picture of where we're going to end up going. Okay? All right, you guys, I will see you guys in part 2. We'll let this dry, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.